Hey guys, Robbie comes to you guys here with another Edison deck. As you can see here in the thumbnail, this one's about 6 samurais. I will say I put a little bit of research into building this deck before making it, and there are a lot of people's different opinions, perspectives, thoughts, styles. So a lot went into trying to make this deck as the way I think I like it the most. And I'll talk about some of the things that other people have in their decks more towards the end, but we'll start with mine. So this is just a nice, perfect 40 card deck. We have 3 Great Shogun Shiens, 3 Grandmaster, 2 Airu, 2 Zanji, 1 Hand, 1 Yaichi, and then 3 Spirit of the 6 Samurai. So perfect 15 monsters, or not perfect, but a rounded up to a 15 monster count. I'll go over what other people play differently at the end. The Insane card that's at 3 in this format is 3 Gateway and 3 6 Samurai Uniteds. No big synchro plays with this deck, really. As you can see, there were no tuners in our deck at all. So, really, you're just gaining a crap ton of attack off of this, and that's realistically all you're trying to do. You have Rhoda. You're playing a warrior deck. Of course, you're going to search everything in your deck that you can. To keep the deck hyper consistent, we're playing 3 Upstart. It's a 37 card deck. We have 2 Solidarities. I really just like the idea of making our monsters just naturally really big, and it's easy to get one of them in the graveyard with Hand of the 6 Samurai and such. We have 3 Double Summon. We really just want to make sure that we can get a lot of counters on Gateway really quickly, and just being able to double summon is great. 1 Heavy, and the last spell is My Body. This is over MST just because, besides D-Prison, what are you really going to be too scared of the MST? I guess Oppression, but Oppression does nothing to Grandmaster. And you have big monsters anyway. So, yeah, My Body's just good for those bottomlesses or such. Then we have Trap Does Shoot, Judgment, Mirror Force, no Torrential. We're trying to keep our monsters on the board for the most part. In case you don't have Solidarity, the Mirror Force is there. And we have the 2 bottomlesses there as well. But other than that, yeah. And then keeping the deck more hyper consistent based is we have 3 Reckless Greeds. So really in our 37 card deck, we're playing way less, really. A lot of the things that are up for debate definitely are, a lot of people don't play heavy for this deck because you have Gateway, for example. Solidarity is kind of one of those questionable cards as well, but being able to make your monsters just naturally big is really nice. And then I think the biggest hyper debate is just the different main deck things you play. Some people play 1 to 3 of this, some people play 2 of this, some people play 2 commands, some people play 3 hands, some people play no hands, some people play 1 Airu. So it's really just the debate on how you think the deck needs to react. You clearly side command in this deck for sure because we're not main decking it, so playing against those type of decks where command would just be really good against. Yeah, or you just swap the Yaichi and him. Some people play multiple Yaichis, some people play back to the front or double sword technique where you summon more samurais and do more stuff. Some people play, this card's number varies depending on the 6 Sam player. It definitely varies from 0 to 3 in just its opinion. Same with this card. Again, it just very depends. And I think this card's just insane. Especially with this right here. It's just 26 beater, you draw a card if you kill a guy. This keeps us alive. This guy floats, plays around Oppression really easily. I will say the one thing about the 6 Samurai deck that is the dark horse of the deck that I don't see online a lot, and a lot of people tend to forget exists, is Mass Driver. You can infinitely loop these guys with more than 1 Gateway, so is a very scary build of the deck that I don't want to acknowledge existing. Yeah. I also forgot to mention this guy, Inishi. Some people play Inishi as well, but I don't know. I'm not a big fan of that guy. I tried him at first when I like first built the deck, drew some like hands, and he was just kind of bad. But yeah, the Mass Driver build is a very scary dark horse that I don't want on the world that much, but me telling you guys this now is just reminding it. But this is possible, so like be very aware that even though this is pre Frog FTK, the 6 Samurais could FTK back then as well, so it's very, very plausible to have 6 Samurai just absolutely just Grandmaster, Mass Driver, Guide, double gateways, and FTK on its own. So yeah, it's just scary. I will say another card that I thought about playing besides like Royal Oppression and like Torrential, like the main more staple trap cards, is Starlight Road. But I felt like going for the Solidarity build a little more, and that in turn means you really don't need much of an extra deck. You could play some of the extra deck monsters that are just like generic, if you're playing a tuner, or if you play Brain Control, Mind Control, like whatever you feel like is most comfortable in your deck. I just felt like playing a more streamlined, very mono build of the deck where it's just, you're doing one thing only, and that's just trying to kill your opponent really quickly. So yeah, I don't know. I thought the deck was really, really sick. And I mean, this hand's not even that bad. Yeah, I mean, they're double summoned, so it's like Dust Shoot, hold a turn, and then you're just like, oh, cool, you're dead. But yeah, so that being said, guys, this is 6 Samurai and Edison. My next deck profile for you guys will be Crystal Beasts, so see that coming up soon. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy this. Later, guys.